Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm here with an update to my No Pan Left Behind series. In this particular series, I'm focusing on all of my singles. I'm about a week behind in filming this, so I usually try to put it up around the 15th or so. It didn't really help me get more use though out of my eyeshadows. There was about 2 weeks where I was not wearing makeup at all. 1 week I was doing a construction project. I was not wearing any makeup, and then another week I went camping and I didn't bring any of my single eyeshadows, but I still managed to get some progress, so I figured I had better film an update before the month totally gets away from me. So first of all, the single like packaged ones I managed to use. So I did use my Ace Beauty Glimmer eyeshadow in the shade Latte. I actually can't believe how good of shape this is. This is pretty old in my collection. I've had it for a few years at this point and it is still just as creamy as ever. This is a really pretty fall shade, so I was actually really happy to have that one pulled for the month last month. Maybelline Nude Glow I also managed to use. This is a very pretty everyday shade for me. This is one that it was very easy for me to reach for this. And then I did use one of my Sydney Grace cream eyeshadows. So this is the shade Starstruck. And this is one that has actual glitters in it. So I was very happy. This was actually pretty easy to use. I just used a tiny little bit of it and patted it. And since this one is more glittery, it managed to work. Some of the other ones that are more smooth, I like to blend out with a brush. This one I could just pat on and it worked out great. And then all for my powder singles. These are all the ones that I reached for. I'm very, very happy actually with that. I'm wearing these two today. So this is Sydney Grace Sombre. On the outer part of my eye, I just put just a little bit there, and then this is Sydney Grace Immortal, which is a very kind of icy lavender on the inner part of my eye. Usually I do try to share looks. This is one of those months where when I'm really busy, the first thing to go is selfie taking. So I didn't take any selfies, but I am very pleased still that I was able to get some use out of my singles. This beautiful sparkly shade down here, by the way, this is from Glam Shop, and this is the shade Firefly. I really recommend that if you like a beautiful sparkly top coat. Just Glam Shop in general, they have the most beautiful sparkle top coats. Anyway, so that leaves these that I have not reached for yet. So I actually did way better this past month than I thought I had. Only 6 shadows that I did not reach for. So that means I get to draw a good number of shadows, and that's what we can do now. This is the fun part. Let's go ahead and get my random generator number. Wow, let's get the brain engaged here. Random number generator up. I'm using random.org. I'm using the numbers 1 through 79. Let's go ahead and generate our first number. 53 is a Natasha Denona shade that I depotted from a 5-pan that I think I got in a BoxyCharm. I really didn't like it. And this is the shade Intense. Like, I like some of the shades from that particular 5-pan, but not the whole thing together, which was why I depotted it. Okay, so here we have Intense. I don't know if I've ever used this. Maybe once or twice. It's definitely more of a summer shade, but that's okay. We still have some warm fall days ahead. Ooh, we're off to a good start. Picking a shadow I don't think I've used in a couple of years. Let's generate again. 41. That is Sydney Grace Ethereal. Yes, this is a very deep matte. I'm not even sure if that's a plum or a brown, but I'll probably end up using it as an eyeliner shade. Okay, generating again. 61. Ooh, one of my Phytosurgeon shadows. This is the shade Fractal Freesia. So this is more of a sparkle top coat shade, and the formula is it's just very different. It's very kind of hard pressed, very stiff. I tend to be very gentle with my makeup, so I'm always surprised at how much like I need to dig into this. So there is the top coat. Very beautiful. Fractal Freesia. Okay, next number is 49. Ooh, that is from one of my deep potted Kaja trios. That's from the Toasted Caramel trio. And it's the first shade. So this is what this one looks like. It's a very pretty gold. Always a fan of Kaja. That is going to be super pretty. All right, moving on, we have number 66. Sydney Grace Elegance. Aha, here we go. So this is kind of a yellow toned champagne. At least I think so. That's how it looks. Yeah, I would call that. Definitely very light gold. All right, next number we have 75. which is Sydney Grace Cruise. Holy smokes, this one's a bright color. This is Cruise. This makes me think of my friend Johanna. This color is right up her alley. Look at that. Whoa. Oh, that'll make for a fun eye look. Oh. All right, we still have lots of room on my palette, so let's keep going. We have number 75 again. I don't know how that happens sometimes. Let's try that again. 78. Okay, so this is Opal from JD Glow. So that's what this one looks like. Very, very fun shadow. Ooh, I'm excited to wear that one. That's beautiful. All right, generating again. Number 31. That's a Glam Shop shadow, and this is the shade Cashmere, which I'm trying to remember. I think that might be a matte as well. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, so here we have Cashmere, which is a beautiful kind of mauve-y shade. Well, cool mauve. I'm getting an interesting color story here. That's okay. All right, I think we have room for one or two more, so let's keep going. We have number 30, which is another Glam Shop shade. This is the shade Purple Pink. And this is another matte from Glam Shop. Awesome. So this is another kind of purpley shade. Oh, that one's definitely way more like lilac purple. Okay, I still think I can fit another one. We have number 57. This is from the e.l.f. New Classics palette that I not decluttered. Well, I decluttered the palette, but I depotted my favorite shades several years ago. This is the shade Charmer. Oh my goodness, I'm getting several of these kind of mauve-y mattes, which is wonderful. So that one I would definitely say is more mauve than the other ones. Yep, okay, I think still one more. 30. Yeah, we already did that one. Let's generate again. 54, I feel like we got that one already too. No, we didn't. Ooh, I hope this will fit. So this is from that same Natasha Denona palette that I decluttered. This is the shade Limoncello. And this is one of those shades I have debated getting rid of. I feel like it's not super exciting, but here it is. It's yellow. And maybe it'll be better than I remember. Oh, it looks like it has decent pigment, so maybe it's actually fine. See, that's actually not as bad as I was remembering. Okay, so here we have the palette. So I'm excited to reach for some of these. Many of these I have not reached for in years. So that's why I'm doing this project, to help me reach for some of these shadows that I forget about. Hopefully I rediscover some good ones, and anything that I decide is just kind of meh, I have been decluttering, which hasn't been happening too much. Anyway, I'm looking forward to using these shades. And look at this, we only got one cream shadow. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure and bring out this duo from Tom Ford to use before the weather actually got really cold. So this is the Cream and Powder Eye Color in the shade Golden Peach. So this is one of those products that is duos. It has duos. It is a duo. So it has this cream shadow on the bottom. Oh, that's so pretty. I think I had other shadows still on that finger, so that ended up looking kind of weird. And then on the top, there is a topper shadow. I'll use my pinky. I think it's the only finger I don't have other eyeshadow on. So anyway, there's the topper. Yeah, that shadow definitely got some purple in it. It's not supposed to look like that. Anyway, I really want to make sure and use this before the season changes. So I'm going to pull that one as well. Thank you so much for watching all the way through the end of my video. This is where I always talk about my tea of the day. Today, when I went to drop my daughter off at school, I went and I treated myself to the local coffee shop, and I got myself a large, non-fat lavender matcha, and it's delightful. Half sweet though. All right, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you very soon in the next one.